Hey there everyone, and welcome back to another video. MRS2 here, and today I want to talk about Wave 4 and what was announced and just speculate on what's next to come. Now, in the Nintendo Direct we got a few days back, we got the reveal of not only Yoshi's Island as a new track, but Birdo as a new playable character in the game. And this is huge. I've been preaching in all my Mario Kart 8 Deluxe videos that we need new characters. We need more characters because they're all in tour. It's going to be such a missed opportunity not to use them. And they have finally decided to use and bring along characters. And they're free as well. They're free with the expansion pass. So I can't complain and I'm really happy with it. But today I want to talk about possible new characters that we could get. Today I'm going to be talking about the character side of things and not track speculation for Wave 4. Perhaps in the future, in the near future, I'll do a video speculating for tracks that I think could come. But for now, I just want to talk about characters. Now a quick disclaimer that this video is not at all scripted and I'm just going to be going along with whatever's in my mind I'm going to say. So if things feel a bit inconsistent, I apologise in advance. So without further ado, let's talk about the new character in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Birdo. So at the Nintendo Direct we got a few days ago, we got the announcement that Birdo was going to be debuting as a character in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now she has been in past games including Mario Kart Double Dash, Mario Kart Wii, and of course Mario Kart Tour. But she has not been at all in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and it is just so good to see her. I've always preached that her and Diddy Kong just needed to be here forever. So we finally got one of them, and we will be talking about Diddy Kong later in this video, so stay tuned for that. So now it's just a question of how many new characters are we going to get, and who are we going to get? Now I have a few theories on these characters. And first of all, I think it's very important to talk about the character selection screen, because a lot of people are quite unsure. Are they going to add a new row, which would lead to 6 characters, or are they going to do something else? And due to a recent data mine, I think that was way back in Wave 2, but wasn't discovered until Wave 3 almost released. Basically, from what I know about it, is they are going to basically make the clone, quote-unquote clone characters, such as Tanuki Mario, Metal Mario, and Gold Mario for Mario, and Pink Gold Peach and Cat Peach for Peach, they're going to make them outs. So much like with the Yoshis, and soon to be Birdos, if you select a Yoshi, you will get another drop-down menu where you can select different colours. That's essentially what's going to be happening with the Peach and Mario. So you'll get to pick, so obviously on the select screen, you will no longer see Tanuki Mario and Cat Peach and Metal Mario and stuff. So a drop-down menu will happen, so that'll lead to 4 extra character slots being up for grabs. But I also think if they do that, they are going to put the Inklings into 1 character spot, as well as the villagers, much like the villagers were in the Mario Kart 8 original DLC. So once again, if you pick Inkling, it'll be a drop-down, and you can pick from the 3 Inkling Girl colours. And below will be the 3 Inkling Boy colours, and much like the villagers, you'll be able to pick from male and female, but you'll only see the main one on the select screen. This saves and leads to 6 character spots that'll be blank, and one of them will go to Birdo. So I believe that we will be getting 6, and even if they are adding an extra row at the bottom, that's still 6. They could do 7, but I think 6. So my speculation is going to be based off the assumption that we are getting 6 DLC characters. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Hopefully we get 6. People are a little bit worried that we're going to get only 1 character per wave, but I don't see that happening. And I have 2 theories based on why Birdo is the only character in this wave. My first one is she isn't actually the only character in this wave, and they're just saying that so they can surprise us later. Because Nintendo always surprises us. I mean, did we expect Birdo? And yes, they did say 1 character at the end of the direct of the segment with Mario Kart, but why would they say 2 characters if they've only revealed 1? You know what I'm trying to say? So I think with one of the other track reveals, we'll get the reveal of another character. And what character do I think makes sense to be announced along with Birdo? I think the character that makes the most sense is Kamek, and let me explain why. Obviously, this Wave 4 will be dropping around the same time as the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and Kamek does have quite a big role in that movie. He's literally on the poster and everything. And as well as, well, Yoshi's Island. Kamek is a huge part of Yoshi's Island, and I think Kamek makes a lot of sense. He's only been in Mario Kart Tour, he was scratched from Mario Kart 64, so it makes all the sense of the world to bring him in. Now let's just say hypothetically, Birdo is the only character in this wave, and the reason for that could be because she already has colour swaps. So they could be like, okay, she'll be the only one, but we'll add more characters in future waves. But because she's got colour swaps, it's essentially like 9 new characters. And that could be their mindset going into it. And if that's the case, then I can completely see that. So that's my theories. I think if we get another character in this wave, which I think isn't entirely possible, we'll get Kamek, or it could just be Birdo. So if we do just get Birdo in this wave, by the way, we will be able to 100% tell how many DLC characters we're going to get once we see the new updated select screen. We're going to see it all, because there are 100% going to be question marks on the character select screen for characters in the future. There's no way around it, they just have to do that. So, we'll see as soon as she drops how many characters we're getting. So, we won't be in doubt too long. So, anyways, I think if hypothetically we do get 6 characters and Birdo is the only character in this wave, my assumption will be next wave in wave 5 we'll get 2 characters, and in the final wave we'll get 3 characters. So I've already done my theory on Kamek, and I still think either way he's a lock. I think he will be in eventually. Even if it's the last wave, I think it will be. But I want to talk about my plan for wave 2, because either way, I reckon we're getting 2 characters in the next wave. I just don't think there's no way we don't. But whether it's 2, 2, 2 or 1, 2, 3, I think we're getting 2 next wave. And that's what I want to go into next. I think in the next wave we could get a track like DK Mountain, for example. And I think we'll get the 2 long abandoned Kongs who we need in the game, Diddy Kong and Funky Kong. It only makes sense. They were both in Mario Kart Wii, and I do want to acknowledge that now that Birdo's in, if we get Diddy Kong and Funky Kong in this game, we have every character from Mario Kart Wii. And that's the game I grew up with, so to have every character plus some more would just be a dream come true. So I am rooting hard for Funky and Diddy Kong to make the roster, and I think they will. I mentioned Diddy earlier. There's just no way you can do this DLC without having Diddy Kong. It just doesn't make sense. You need Diddy Kong in this game. And Funky Kong's the fan favourite. Nintendo knows that he's in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. They know how popular Funky Kong is, and they will 100% add him. If they don't add Funky Kong, I'm telling you, I will be absolutely shocked. So I think that we can guarantee Diddy Kong and Funky Kong, they'll 100% be in. I just don't see a world where they're not in. So I wouldn't worry about those 2. I just don't think there's any way that they don't get in. So that is my speculation for Wave 5. So we've got 4 characters who I think are locked in at the moment. Birdo, obviously, as well as Kamek, Diddy, and Funky. That leaves 2 characters for the last wave. Or we'll have 3 characters in the last wave, and one of them will be Kamek. And let me go into the other 2 and why. So obviously I think Kamek will be a part of the last wave, and that leaves us with 2 characters. And I think the first one that I can lock in and I can say pretty confidently I think will be in the game is PD Piranha, and I'll tell you why. I have a really good feeling and a big feeling that Piranha Plant Cove, which is a new Mario Kart Tour track, I played it on the channel a few days back, I think that track will be included in Wave 6, and I think they'll include PD Piranha just to be with that course. So I'm pretty confident with PD Piranha, and now the last one is a double-edged sword. It could be anyone. It could be Nabbit, it could be Pauline, it could be King Bobomb. It just depends. But I think the most likely character is Pauline. And, I mean, she just makes sense. She's a fan favourite. She's been in every game since Mario Odyssey, every spin-off game. She's in Tour, obviously, so I think that makes a lot of sense. I, myself, would rather someone like King Bobomb. I just think he's way more exciting. But I'm not going to be complaining with Pauline. So, yeah, I'm happy with Pauline. So, I'm going to lock in my 6. Obviously, Birdo. And my other 5 are Diddy, Funky, Kamek, Petey, and Pauline. I think they're the characters that'll be coming into this game. And, we'll see if I'm right, see if I'm wrong. Anyways, guys, that's all for me today. Let me know down below what your predictions are. How many characters do you think we're going to get? And what do you think is going to be happening with the character select screen and all that jazz? Let me know down below. Alright guys, I'm going to head out. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not yet liked the video, be sure to and hit the subscribe button for more Mario Kart content in the near future. Alright guys, peace out.